welcome to the BOP, the BLERD official podcast. We are
What up?
we just recovered from the con crowd of New York Comic Con, and we are here. We survived. It's amazing. Oh my gosh, it was probably one of the funnest weekends that I've had in such a long time. But this is the funny part. Funny story. All three of us were under the same roof, and we probably saw Hilton for like 2 minutes tops.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
That's how
officially
massive.
a 2-minute brother.
What are we talking about?
Don't say that out. Don't tell nobody else.
That's on BOP Plus. That's on BOP Plus.
Things where, like, you know how your friends, they say a joke and they like walk into it. Like, you got like 10 jokes. Like, I got like 10 jokes on the tip of my tongue right now, but I ain't gonna do you like that, Hilton. I'm gonna do you like that. Like,
I do it because I know the form. You ain't got no room.
Right. My eyes lit up. My eyes lit up with the 2-minute man joke. But I'm not going to do that because we're here to talk about New York Comic Con. Hilton George, our main minute man. How you doing?
Mr. Minute.
Mr. Minutes. How you doing? Oh my God. I literally got so many jokes, Hilton. Like, okay. Go ahead. How you doing? How you doing? My comedy set was about to be fire.
She had the roast ready.
My comedy set was about to be fire. Like it, but you walked in, you gave me that. Like you literally like that was a layup. That's a layup.
You're a giver.
The alley-oop. I'm a giver.
I'm leaving.
That's a layup.
Y'all just have to do this without me.
He's a giver. Ladies.
Oh, bye.
He's giving all the hints. He's giving all the hints. He's giving all the hints, ladies. How are you, Hilton?
I'm doing fine now. Somebody laughing at my expense and everything. I'm always happy to provide comedy relief.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm here for. So yes. I'm very excited to talk about New York Comic Con. A lot happened. A lot was seen. A lot was done. A lot was traversed. There's always that with New York. There's so much happening. So many people.
Yes.
I mean, it was an ocean of humanity. It was really, it was the Exodus in that mug. It was biblical.
It was biblical.
Oh
it was
biblical proportions.
Yes, it was amazing. Christi Renee. How you doing? First of all, this was your first New York Comic Con. You had a little bit of con crud after, but that's what happens when you ain't got your defenses up. She didn't have her defenses up.
Yeah,
you gotta build your stamina for New York.
Listen, I think it's just raggedy
because
it's so big and it's so much and it was a lot going on and we got started early before the party started. It was a lot.
Every day.
So here's the thing. Yes, I survived New York Comic Con 2023. There are no few words I can say about how. Yeah, I'm in New York. Y'all hear the popos?
Right. Like, what is happening?
Yeah,
listen. This is perfect for the New York Comic Con episode.
It really is. And listen,
perfect
it's been,
sound effects.
We've got the heightened everything going on in this city. We're used to watching this stuff on the news, being in another city, and to be here, it's like crazy. So yeah, back to New York Comic Con. It was immersive. It was massive. It was, as my colleague would say, traverse. Oh my God. Jesus, Devontae Christ. He just went there. He gives us the vocab. I love it.
Hilton is well read. We know this, right?
Absolutely. He is very well read. So it was fantastic. And I am here because I can't wait to tell everybody to show them all the good stuff. It's so much to see.
Yes,
so much
I'm having such a proud moment because obviously when I go to New York Comic Con, it's a different experience. I'm there doing a personal appearance and it's insanity. So Christi Renee was tasked with the job. I told her before, I said, girl, we're going to, because she wanted to come to New York. And I was like, girl, there's like 18 people that are helping us, but we're going to get you a pass. You're going to come, but your main focus is we got to shoot some episodes for the people who watch the BOP because we know not everybody can travel to New York. Like a lot of us, we're blessed. We get to go to a ton of Comic Cons, but not everybody gets to go. There was 100,000 people and there were still millions and millions of us that weren't there. And we needed Christi Renee to be the fly on the wall. We need her to be the person who was going to capture the moments, who was going to give you all the feels, all the stuff. And she did that. I'm a proud, a proud producer, creator, because Christi Renee, she went out there. She came with this machine thing. Like, she was interviewing everybody. She was pounding the pavement of those New York City streets, and she has done an amazing job. So guys, let's take a look at some of the stuff she did.
Here it is. What up? It's me back again, Christi Renee, with the BOP, the BLERD official podcast. And of course, it's my bestie, my sister, my co-host. Oh my God, my favorite crush girl and yellow Power Ranger. It is Karan Ashley. Look at her. She's running. She's running. I'm doing all of the good things. I'm doing the thing. I have been stuck at this table all week, but luckily for me, I have Christi Renee running these Comic-Con streets. She is everywhere. Her and Hilton have been living their best Comic-Con life, where I work my fingers to the bone. But it's okay, because guys, we want you to live out Comic-Con with us. We know that New York Comic-Con is one of the biggest shows in America, but it's also a show that a lot of people can't make it to. So because we are the BOP, the BLERD official podcast, we are here so that you can be a fly on the wall at Comic-Con. Check it out. What's up, y'all? It is Christi Renee with the BOP, the BLERD official podcast, and I am behind the camera, and I'm looking at one of my co-stars, the one and only Mr. Hilton George, in the building.
Y'all? What's up?
In the building.
Yeah, we're here at New York Comic-Con. The BOP is in the building. We got Christi, we got Karan. Everybody is here in New York. It is insane. There's food, there's people, there's cosplay, there's music, there's stars. Not us, everybody else, the other star.
I'm a star. Right? I don't know what you're talking
Christi's a star. You're a star. You're a star. But the stars are out here, and we are having a ball. It has been nuts out here. We've had some great weather. We've had some great people. It's like over 100,000 people. That's like a Walmart on Black Friday in like Detroit. So to think about all those people, and that's what we're doing. So when we come back to you, we got some interviews, we got some clips, we got some really great news and premieres coming your way when the BOP comes out. Now, all of y'all with the BOP Plus, you're going to get it about 37 seconds faster than everybody else. So be ready to get your dollar stretch. So we'll see y'all the next show.
Awesome.
Oh my God, guys.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That's just a taste. Just a taste.
Just a smidgen. More on BOP Plus.
Yes. It's
right.
the amuse bouche. The amuse bouche. We got more. We've got more. Like, guys, one thing I love about New York are the cosplayers. Like, it is world renowned cosplay. Hilton, you literally cosplay. I've seen you. You're into it. Tell me what your thoughts are when you walk into New York Comic-Con, because it's like the mecca of cosplayers.
If you think about cosplay as the ultimate expression of fandom, then there's no better place to put all of your chips into the barrel of cosplay than New York Comic-Con.
Right.
If you love to see Power Rangers, if you got a Power Ranger outfit, then that's what you wear, right? And you
Whole
go
teams.
and you find those Rangers, you get teams, get everything. They got photo shoots, they got meetups, so many genres, so many cosplays. The experiments work and land differently in New York because everyone there is like a super fan. Because just like you said, Karan, everybody can't go to New York Comic-Con. It's the cost. It is, you have to sign up to be on the list, to get the notification, to get the code,
to get the tickets. The tickets are hard to get.
To get the ticket, that costs $200. Like you really have to spend a year just being in position to get a ticket to go. Yeah. So the people who are there are going to get it. You throw a little spin on a cosplay and you try to do a little mashup between two different characters. Might be a horror character and an X-Men. People are going to get it. So people really, really go all out. And some of the cosplays that I saw, I was just like, oh my God, like that lights up. That
who has the time?
It's amazing.
Listen, there's people who that is their hobby. That is their thing, and they
should be their job.
And really, right? And they really do it. Some of that stuff was movie quality. Like some of that stuff, you were like, "Oh, you clearly are here with the Last of Us, HBO group."
Yeah, and they're like, "No."
Instead, like, no, this. I just brought this because I'm a fan of. Like, what?
Yeah.
In your kitchen,
me and my dad worked on this for the last year. It's like crazy.
Yes.
I literally sit at my table. Like I literally sit there for 4 days and I'm like, guys, because this, I meet a lot of fans and they want to get in the business and they all want to be actors and they all want to be directors. They all want to be producers. And I'm like, there are like 100 other jobs on a film set and on a TV set. And I'm like, you need to be a freaking costumer. You need to be a prop master. You need to, because the things that are being made, like you said, they are like TV movie quality. You could not tell the difference. And you're going to see from little babies have cosplays that their parents have made for them.
Dogs.
I had a dog. You're gonna see some special things from, like you said, from babies to dogs to one of my favorite genres of all time, horror. It is October, so it was apropos that we got to capture some really frightening, cool things. Got a couple of jump scares in there. Oh my God, it's so much.
It's so much. Well, let's not hold the audience. We built this baby. I mean, no, but literally it's like New York and it's certain shows, right? There are certain shows that they're going to bring the heat. And these people come with their costumes and most of them they don't even leave the lobby because the costume is too big and too crazy. Yeah. Like they can't even walk through the aisles because first of all, the aisles are so packed. You can't even walk through the aisles with these costumes, but they stand there and like they just take pictures all day and they do it for free. They're not even charging people. I think it's the excitement of starting the project and then creating this costume, and it takes you a year. Yep. All your friends help you, and then all of a sudden they unveil it at New York. I don't know how they travel. I don't know how they.
I'll tell you, there's nothing worse for the Times Square costume people to charge money, the New York Comic-Con, when there's like a bootleg Iron Man charging $5 for a bootleg outfit, and then like the real Iron Man walks through, and he's like, "You're killing me! Get out of here! Go!"
Right.
Like, don't go to Times Square with that. You're gonna get beat up.
Yeah, because you can go to New York. Oh my gosh, we went to Times Square and they literally, the fake Minnie Mouse is trying to charge us $20. And I was like, girl, you better get out my face. The
like, you call that a Spider-Man cosplay? Right. It's all wrong. The webbing's backward.
All wrong. But anyways, guys, we'll get to it. Here are the costumes. Bravo to all of you, because it was hot just for me to walk from my hotel to this place. So you walking in that costume, bravo to you. New York Comic-Con and all its wonderful cosplay.
Okay, here we are. This is the favorite part that I love to see every time we are at a Comic-Con. And at New York Comic-Con 2023, baby, they did not disappoint. Before I get into all of my favorites, listen, I think it's important that I share with you all a little bit of the history of cosplay. One of the major and probably most recognizable highlights of every Comic-Con is the art of cosplay or costume play. With origins in Japanese culture dating back to the 1970s. Wait, why are we acting like that was so long ago? Like some of us, y'all was born in the 1970s. Anyway, some historians take it further back to the tradition of Japanese kabuki theater and its use of elaborate makeup and costumes. Now, over here in these states, it became popular in the 80s thanks to the rise of manga and anime, as fans dressing up as their favorite characters in Japanese pop culture. Cosplay grew in popularity at conventions and events in the 90s and then found its way into mainstream in the 2000s. So from movies and TV shows to video games and comic books, creative fans pour their soul into their custom renditions of characters that have influenced fashion and design. As it continues to diversify and become more inclusive, one thing is certain: cosplay is here to stay, and we are going to be here for it all. So let's get right into it. This character had all the energy, had all the pizzazz that we absolutely loved. Can't ever go wrong with a Miles Morales Spider-Man. Yeah, he had his own music. Shrek and Fiona, let's get it. Loved it. I don't know what was happening here, but this was a lot. A lot of Mandalorians around there, and yeah. Hey, SpongeBob. Oh my God. Highlight for me, watching the yellow Power Ranger Karan Ashley give a pep talk to this whole crew of Power Rangers. Hey, Pink Ranger. Professor X with Deadpool. He got on his nerves. I don't even know what that is. And this was hilarious too. Great job. Blue Beetle. This guy made me do a double take. I thought that was Keanu Reeves for real. Oh my God. Can we talk about the hoverboard? Come on, princess. Twirl, baby. All ages, obviously down to this little cute thing. And the fur baby. Guardians of the Galaxy and Little Wonder Woman. So cute.
Woo! New York Comic Con has been exhausting. I don't know, is y'all's lower back hurting the way my lower back is hurting? I mean, it's just
depending on what kind of chairs you had, they was charging for everything.
Right?
They're like tables is this, and chairs is that, electricity, internet.
People don't
you
know.
Stand there and breathe? Oh, that's $300.
Yeah. People don't know. Like you go to a Comic Con and you have a booth, right? And normally when you get a booth, and you get 2 chairs, right? You get your slab of concrete, which is like a 10 by 10, 10 by 8, something like that. Honey, at New York Comic Con, you just get a slab of concrete. You ain't got no table. You ain't got no chairs. And unless you gonna bring that, it's crazy.
It's like Spirit Airlines. Like you got to pay for all the extra stuff. Like, what are we doing? This is New York Comic Con.
Just like Spirit Airlines. No air, no nothing.
So
and it's not cheap. It's not cheap. Like the table is $300 and the chairs are $100. One chair.
And you don't get to take it with you now. This
and
it's not like you get it sent home after you get done. It's their chair and table. They take it away.
It's a normal party chair, guys. Like
y'all need to stop. They're not gonna let y'all come back.
I know. Well, we paid for some of that stuff, so they're gonna let me come back.
You know what?
I got receipts.
Listen.
Come on.
Look, New York Comic Con is like Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, a la carte.
La carte. Like you get the steak.
You order the booth.
And then you go, your sides come a la carte. So y'all better talk about it amongst yourselves on the table. What you getting? Okay, we're gonna share. We all gonna share. That's how we do.
You sitting?
That's so funny,
right?
Sit down. You got to see. You missed the early sit down package, early bird special. And now it's going to be $400 if you want to sit down.
Not the sit down package.
The sit down package.
Yeah, that's what they'll tell you, boy. They're like, you wanted internet.
You wanted to connect to the outside world. You wanted to get a text.
They send like 30 emails and they'll be like this with you, like, well, since we sent an email that had a list of all of the various packages that you could purchase in advance.
Early, probably way discounted. Like, I need to be on the email list next time because I paid full price.
But look, you gotta check now.
Don't come to New York Comic Con broke. You think Disneyland's gonna get you? Nope. Disneyland got chairs.
Yeah. Like, what was that thing we bought? We were hungry and we were like, we want to just eat light. Like, so it was like 2 little buns. Like, it was just like, I mean, literally, it was like little buns. Like, those little, and it had like some chicken in it. $17 for 2 little buns. We were like, what the heck is, and you trapped, it's like, so we just ate it. We just paid.
That's why they don't have any places to eat within 4 blocks of the Javits. They don't want you going across the street. There used to be a McDonald's across the street. The Javits Center, right on 34. Gone. That joint is moved down. It's not even, you can't even smell the food. The grease where it was, it's gone.
They done ran it out of there. This is the thing. My sister, it was her first time ever coming to a New York Comic Con. And I think she was just kind of like, she was blown away at all the BLERDs. Like, she's been to other cons and she's seen, and it isn't until you go to these major cities, like you go to Atlanta or you go to like New York or you go to all these different places where you're going to see a massive group of BLERDs, where this is Black Nerd for those of you who don't know. And so it was, and so it's just so cool because it's like, I love that she was exposed to that. Because I told her, I said, girl, these people are like, these are just like people we would hang out with and we'd have dinner. But honestly, it's like the geek culture and just being able to be free and be able to be accepted. Like it was just a beautiful, beautiful thing. And Chris, you were able to talk to some really cool entrepreneurs who had booths. Obviously, she talked to one of our favorite entrepreneurs. That would be
favorite.
Hilton George. You know, how was it? She interviewed you. Like she straight up interviewed you, Hilton. How was that?
It was awkward because she know all this stuff. So somebody asks you questions that they know. Right? Like,
yeah, she been in your show.
Tell us about you. Like, oh, you want to? I get it. Right.
Oh,
so
my
yes,
God.
But I think that you're right. This idea that Black culture is manifesting in all these different ways in the nerd space is not something that immediately comes to mind for someone who's never been to a nerd.
Right.
It's like the circus has come to town. Do I fool around with a circus and hit them in every city? No. But when it comes to my city, like, I got to go check it out, even if I don't go. And so we go in there, we meet the community, we meet with each other. Right. You know, there's people that you meet that are like, hey, you want to be a vendor at my con, or do you want to do some art for my T-shirts? And there's a lot of that commerce.
Yes. Networking.
That networking is happening. And I think Christi, in my case, and definitely some others, managed to capture some of that on film.
Yes.
I did.
Yeah,
Chris.
Right. How was it though? Because I mean, you literally were like, I was so happy because she sought him out. Like she was like, oh, because you can talk. There's 100,000 people there. But you really zoned in and you were like, no, we really need to capture this so people can see like we're here. So hopefully we encourage all of you to come to New York Comic Con next year or go to BLERD or go to Ranger Stop and Pop, whatever. We just want you to come and have fun. So how was that, Chris?
It was awesome. I mean, again, first and foremost, New York Comic Con is like incredibly massive. It spans, I don't know how many miles of walking and just traffic there is. But I tried to focus on giving some range to some of the few that, I was able to nail down and,
it's hard. It's a busy show.
Yeah, it is. That's the other part of it. It's like so much activity going on nonstop. There's never a lull. Like you do not have, even the lull ain't a lull. It's like enough for you to blink and take a sip and maybe a bite of something, but then that's it. So it was, I'm grateful for the time that these individuals and their businesses gave me and welcomed me into their spaces with the tours and whatnot. And again, I tried to get some range. So of course, our video, Hilton with BLERD gave me some good stuff, and then a couple of others. And I think everyone will enjoy watching them and then learning that, okay, look, they got something for everybody at Comic-Cons. They do. So here it is.
Okay, range. Let's see it.
Element that we get to highlight here at the BOP are the Black-owned businesses that graced the alleyways of the New York Comic Con. Check out what a few of them had to say.
What's up, guys? It's Christi Renee with the BOP, the BLERD Official Podcast, and I am here live at New York Comic Con, and I've got Sebastian Jones. He is the creator of Stranger Comics, and their star character is Niobe, and we're just going to chat a bit. What's up, Sebastian? Talk about
How you
it.
doing? Thanks so much for having me. What's up, BLERD?
Yo, so what's it like? What's happening this weekend?
New York Comic Con booth 3317. It's wild. It's crazy. We were back. We've been doing this since 2015. Having an amazing time.
I love it. All right, so what's some of the highlights going on for just your booth here and everything you've got?
Goodness, there's a lot of crazy stuff right here. So this is probably the most famous one we have, Niobe Shear's Life. I co-wrote this with the man Stenberg, who played Blue in the Hunger Games. We gave the first nationally distributed comic book with a Black female author, artist, and hero in the history of entertainment, which is crazy. And Viola Davis did the full and the hardcover. And now we have on this New York Comic Con exclusive, who played Viola Davis's daughter in The Woman King, Susa and Bedu. She and I write the new Niobe comic book, Niobe She Thrives. So come down to New York Comic Con Stranger Comics' booth and get your New York Comic Con exclusive and enter the world of Asunder.
And again, we're highlighting all things BLERD. Let me introduce you to my new friend. Let's go.
How you doing? My name is Lo Cunningham. I'm the owner of HAG Entertainment, a media and entertainment company dedicated to hip hop, anime, and gaming. and I also have a retail company, Funk, for urban nerd culture. We usually travel the country with our flagship event, BLERD Bash, which is a celebration of urban nerd culture. But we also have experiences at conventions with Funk. So, we bring merchandise catered to the people, who have interest in our culture. So we have bonnets, we have do-rags, shirts. We turn popular, anime characters into, black characters. Putting a spin on our fashion. We're trying to make the scene better for black nerds who want to come in and, articulate our value to the spaces that we should be in.
All right, man. Thank you so much.
No
all right. Have a wonderful, sell all of it. Y'all come get all of this. It's awesome. Come get it. What's up, y'all? It is Christi Renee with the BOP, the BLERD Official Podcast. And I am behind the camera and I'm looking at one of my co-stars, the one and only Mr. Hilton George.
BLERDCon is here. We're out here communicating with the community. New York is actually our largest digital constituency. These are people that know about BLERDCon, come to BLERDCon, are part of the BLERD community. We come out here to New York, we are connected with friends and family that we only get to see once or twice a year outside of the convention. So we love coming here because this is where we get a chance to catch up with all of our friends, all of our family, remind them of the fun, talk about the next year, and hope for a chance to see you there as well. So BLERD is here, BLERD is here, BLERD is here.
Woo! We are fresh off the subway. We are still taking that ride, that ride through New York Comic Con. And so I'm so happy, Christi. You were our eyes, you were our ears. You got to really talk to some of the people and really go deep. And it's always so shocking to me what people say, especially these people who are these elaborate cosplays, and then you find out they're scientists.
Yes.
They have real serious, they're real serious jobs, but they like to cosplay on the weekend. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so as you just saw, there's so many costumes and people that come out, and it's just some of everything, all ages, all kinds of people. But of course, naturally, I'm going to try to gravitate toward our BLERDs, our fellow BLERDs, and find out from them, not only what they do, in real life, but also what it means to them to be in this space of, where again, we're so used to people kind of looking at us sideways, like, where you going? What you do?
We be looking at us sideways, and I'm like, let them be, let them cosplay.
Yeah. So I think it's just cool to be able to have people go, yeah, we love this. This is what we do, and they are cousins. You know what I mean? It's family. So I thought this was an interesting piece, and I kind of wanted to highlight that.
I love that. Well, let's see it, because I know there are so many people that I encourage you to get into this world, because this is a world that you're fully accepted, and the weirder you are, the cooler you are. And I don't know that we have those freedoms in life. So I can't wait to hear their stories.
Here they are.
So y'all know the BLERD Official Podcast can't go to New York Comic Con without highlighting some of the BLERD activity we got to see throughout this epic weekend. We are BLERDs. And as Black nerds, it is important for us to reflect the true value of acknowledgement and acceptance in this geek space that historically rejected melanin, from comic books to television and film. Remember the Star Wars and Little Mermaid debacles? Just to name a couple. Yeah, so here at the BOP, we're celebrating all things BLERD and showing off some of the drip that graced the New York Comic Con experience. Enjoy.
Not 10:05, not 10:36. Have my money at 10 o'clock tonight, or I'm coming for you.
One thing that will never get old is the celebration of the beauty and the power behind Black Panther
and all things Wakanda. These cosplayers showed up and showed out. It was pure brilliance what they did for the culture. We loved to see it.
It's your girl, Christi Renee from the BOP, the BLERD official podcast. And I am here again at New York Comic Con 2023 in New York City. And I have two BLERDs right here that look amazing. Tell me your names, guys.
My name is Sherman.
I'm Jordan. Yeah.
Hey guys, okay. Now tell me what your cosplay is. What is this?
What's Dio Rando from part 3 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep.
How's your experience been so far at New York Comic Con?
It's been good. It's my first time.
I've been here like since like middle school. I'm like 21 now, so like I go like. Yeah.
Where are you from?
Louisiana.
All right, Louisiana.
Yeah.
The boot. Okay. All right. So, tell me how y'all feel about being BLERD. You all are BLERDs, black nerds in this big, wide world space of geekdom. So, what's your experience like?
Me first? I love it. You know, I think it's important that we are able to like. Whatever we like. You know what I mean?
Like a lot of people, like when you do cosplay, they're like, oh, that character is black and stuff like that. But look at this, curly hair, looks amazing.
I love it. I love it. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Listen, I got to know, and I know the people want to know, what do you do every day?
I'm
daily?
A firefighter.
You're a firefighter? Get out of town. I love it. Come on, first responder. And what do you do, ma'am?
I'm not at school. I'm currently in cosmetology school, getting my license. You know, it's important for me to be in the business and make sure that black models and black actresses have a safe space. They can come in and get their hair done easily.
Oh, y'all are awesome. Keep rocking out this whole weekend. Love to see it. Love to see it. Y'all have fun.
Thank you.
2023. And look who stands before me. I am in awe. I should bow down.
I'm Rolo, and I'm dressed as Queen T'Challa, Black Panther from the 2018 Black Panther movie.
My name is Jamie. I'm dressed as Namora from Wakanda Forever.
Namora, yes. How did I get that wrong?
Emmanuel and Baku.
Baku, I love it. How's your experience at Comic-Con?
Great.
Amazing. Always amazing.
Fantastic.
Is this do you go all the time? I mean, these are intricate cosplays. Do you do this all the time?
I try to. When my money allows me to.
I love it. And October is a perfect month. I mean, we get to get dressed up anytime we want. So tell me, what do you do every single day? What's your life?
I'm an Army soldier in the Army National Guard.
Oh, thank you so much for your services. It's awesome.
I work for law enforcement.
Okay, thank you for your service as well.
I'm a full-time acting student.
Okay, I'm sorry, you're a full-time what?
Acting student.
Okay, come on. Yes, we'll do it. This is the audition. I love it. All right. Well, listen, have a wonderful, wonderful experience and hope to see y'all again. This is fantastic. Made my day. Thank you. Oh, my goodness.
All right. Well, my name is Andre, and I work for the local utility out here, but I love Comic-Con. I've been coming since 2016, and every year just get more and more into it. It's exciting to see everybody out here, to see what everybody puts into their costumes, and just when you do something that people love, the look on their faces is just the best. That's really what it's about.
So, I see the prop. You can't deny the prop. Please, for the people in the back who do not know, explain to us what it's about. What's going on?
This one is for the culture. For the culture, for the in reference to the Alabama Slammer, the Alabama Slammer, the Riverboat Rumble, to pay homage to the ancestors that came out to show up for us. So I just came as a Captain America, but I had to ditch the vibranium and get the strongest weapon for 2023.
That is so awesome. I love it. Love to see it. You are a BLERD. You winning awards out here. All right. Thank you, Andre, for chatting with me. Enjoy the con for me. I am so honored to be with these two lovelies. Let's go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I'm Queen Charlotte. My name is Sable.
My name is Jay, but you call me George.
I love it. This is a beautiful, and this is from Bridgerton, right?
Queen Charlotte.
Oh, okay. Queen Charlotte. Yes. That's Karan Ashley's one of her favorite shows. I love it. So, yeah. So let's talk about your New York Comic Con 2023 experience. How's it been so far?
Amazing.
We love Comic-Con. We've been doing this for the past few years together. And this year has been epic for us. A whole bunch of people, so many nice people, great cosplays and everything.
Yeah, we just got married actually.
Congratulations!
This is our first Comic-Con
First
as a
Comic-Con,
married
yeah.
couple.
Oh, show me the hands. Show me the hands. Come on. Yeah.
Yes!
I'm
you go.
married now.
There
I'm
you go.
married now.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Black love. Black love. I love it.
See?
What do you do in real life? This is lovely. The cosplay. I love it. What you do in real life?
What you doing, bro?
But I'm not a queen. I work for a publishing company.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
you know, making sure the books get out there, you know. Go out there and read.
And
Well, I work for Pix 11 New York. I interview celebrities. I write articles. I do a whole bunch of stuff. I do it all.
hey, y'all, thank you so much. I so appreciate your time. You know who it is?
I'm Ricardo.
You already know.
Nikimas.
Okay.
How you doing? How you doing?
Good to meet you guys. Is this your first time at New York Comic Con, or are you pros at this?
This is my second Comic-Con. This is also her second Comic-Con.
Awesome. Now, you know, the people always want to know. We see Black Panther and, I'm sorry, tell me.
Storm.
Storm. That's what, you know what?
In the comics, are
It
married.
is. Yes.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay. Tell me what y'all do during the day.
So for me, I'm a personal trainer. Been doing that for 6 years.
Okay.
All right.
I'm a high school tutor becoming a teacher.
Okay.
And about in the DOE.
All right. Teaching the future. I love it. Well, definitely cosplay is the way. So we appreciate y'all coming out here with all this beautiful blurredness.
Thank you.
We
It's
love
more for her.
to.
I love her outfit. Absolutely. Wakanda.
Yeah.
Forever. Oh, bless.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Christi Renee from the BOP, the BLERD Official Podcast. And again, it's October. What better time for New York Comic Con to happen and to bring out all the spooky, ghoulish goblins and creepies? Guess what I saw? Here are some of the things. Oh my God, if you don't know who this is, get into it. That's the Terrifier. I have yet to figure out who this is, but it don't even matter because the costume was so incredibly intricate and just so many details. Yeah, he was creepy. Really? Y'all are getting me. Oh my God. Okay, Freddy Krueger was in the building and his stuff was really, really good. I couldn't resist trying on the glove myself. And what do you do on Friday the 13th? You find Jason.
Let me just say for the record, there's no way in the world Karan Ashley would have done any of this. But she did give me this awesome horror blanket.
Thanks, girl. All right, anybody who knows me knows this is my favorite. 1978 Halloween came to the scenes. Happy birthday, Mike. Yeah, he was everywhere at New York Comic Con. I had some favorites that I talked to. This guy was one of them. He was a BLERD. I actually interviewed him, and these are some of his responses. The famous head tilt. When I asked him if we were all safe, yeah, that's the response. He was awesome. Had to have some fun, take a few photos. And then he took some photos of his own. Now brace yourself. This is the moment my soul left my body.
It's horrible.
I repeat, there is no way Karan Ashley would have done this. And after the scare, we got the selfie.
So guys, we are back. Oh my gosh. So I mean, so far, Christi, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I mean, these, yes, the shots, the producing, I love it. You are the best person for the job. Because Christi, when she first went to a con, like she literally was screaming. She was fangirling for every single cosplayer that you saw. And I was like, Christi, there's like 1,000 more. You can't have this reaction on everyone.
Like I would jump over your table because
why I was trying to dim your light, I don't know. Like one thing you did that I even had to take several seats, and I was so like, oh, I didn't know this, but two of the members of the original cast of Good Times were at New York Comic Con. See, this is the thing about New York Comic Con. They're going to have a list of guests, right? And that's on the website or whatever. And then you walk the floor and there's at least 50 other people that are there that weren't even announced. These are people that are signing at booths. These are people that have just come. And oh my gosh, you got to talk to the cast of Good Times. Now, this is like, I don't know about y'all, but Good Times is literally one of those shows that like changed the lives of the Black culture. Like,
yeah,
it's so revolutionary that I was so happy you sat down with them. I think we're all too young to have watched it originally when it came out, but we watched all the replays of Good Times, and everybody knows certain episodes. Like, we know certain words. I know songs that they sang. I know, like, when Penny got the iron on her arm. Like, I mean, it's so much that Good Times has done for me. So, Christi, what was that like? Because I mean, this is you're on your own. You had to go like set up the interview. She was all business.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. These two individuals. So first of all, it's Michael Evans and Thelma Evans were the two people. So Ralph and Bernadette. When I tell you, they are two of the nicest and funniest people, and you'll see this in the next segment. They are genuinely friends. They are like family to each other, and even more so friendly. They are very close, and they consider themselves to be a unit that just is tethered. They're forever tethered, and their energy was just incredible. I was awestruck, because as soon as I looked up, I was like, oh my God, that's. And, and then I did one of the I broke one of the cardinal rules. You know how you just kind of put your camera up and go real quickly. I did that because I was like, I'm coming back, because I knew, one of the people back there working with them. And I thought, there we go. We got to end. We're going to make this happen.
Yes.
And shout out to Damon for doing that, and putting me back there with them. And they were so kind, super generous, excited to sit down. Like, we waited till the show closed for the day, and they stayed like with energy and with interest, and just, again, this real sincere engagement. And so we I prepped them for our time together, and they delivered. They are just talking about what they and I got to tell them how I'm like, oh my God, and Bernadette, she sent this sweet message to my daughter, because I said, you don't understand, like, this is a kid who is now watching Good Times, and she's been doing it for the last year or so.
Yes.
And so it's one of those things that just never gets old.
Yeah.
It is it's eclectic, it's vintage, but it just still represents such an undying time period. And I think just all of the subject matters and everything, and just seeing that real family,
right.
And even the struggle, like, it's like, we just love them so much.
We lucky we got them.
Well, what people might not know is that Good Times is going to be having its 50-year anniversary next year. So that is really opportune, because see, we may not get an opportunity to talk to them after this 50-year thing kick off, because you saw what happened with hip hop. Good luck booking a hip hop act this year, because they've been celebrating for a year, right? So us having the exclusive BOP and BOP Plus interview, you got this opportunity to talk to them. Is really cool. And as somebody who
manifest our future,
watching what I thought was the original, a lot of these old shows I thought were on like regular TV, were actually reruns, because they were coming out in the early 70s. Like, that, Good Times, All in the Family, the Jeffersons.
I thought that was like
in the 80s.
TV.
This was like 71. Like, they are rerunning these shows. But just like you said, Christi, they are timeless. The comedy is timeless. The stories are relevant even today. And that's what makes a syndicated show something that people want to watch, because like the same stuff they were fighting against and struggles they were having in that show are relevant to what people are struggling with today. So it's really cool that they're coming out. I did hear that they weren't sure that there was going to be a fan base for them. Like, this is a Comic-Con. Like, who?
Are
nobody
you kidding
knows
me?
us. That's how humble that they are.
Yeah.
Is that they're just like, I don't know, and then they realize,
wow,
oh my God, there's people watching the nostalgia and their whole childhood sitting right in front of them, and they're just like, I must have a picture with you.
Yes, yes,
and
yes.
They're like, okay, there we go. We're home.
Like, Thelma was the original baddie. Like, think about that. Like, she was the original baddie in that little cat suit. And she come in.
Listen,
right? Look at Hilton.
Y'all need to listen. We need to prepare everybody that this woman looks freaking ridiculously incredible. Incredible.
50 years. Like, the show was 50 years ago. And she was probably like 19 or 20.
Yeah.
I mean, gosh.
She's in
Bernadette.
I mean, talk about he who remains.
Right.
He who remains.
Like, dang, you can't mistake her for nobody else. It is not gone. She hadn't aged a day. So
she just she's queen and king. Like, that is just queen and king of Black television. I mean, it was just, I think for the first time, America got to see a Black family, like a real Black family, like, you know, the gritty, like how, I mean, like you said, you know, Good Times was so politically, had that political undertone of storyline, and it was so ahead of its time. And it's really sad when you watch an episode that is still current to this day. Like, there ain't been much strides made, you know, but we still keeping it going, you know, and that theme song, honey, you know, that shows the resilience of our people. Well, I mean, come on now. But we won't keep you guys waiting much longer. Here is Christi. I'll let you introduce this. You introduce this segment.
Guys, prepare yourself. We are going back in time. I get to sit down and talk to two of the stars from the 70s hit show, Good Times. Ralph Carter, who played Michael Evans, and Bernadette Stanis, who played Thelma Evans. I am so honored. Enjoy.
Good Times, an American Black family sitcom of iconic status. Airing first on February 8th, 1974, a good year indeed, Good Times was set in a Chicago low-income housing project and presented viewers with the first two-parent Black household on television. 5 years, 6 seasons, 133 episodes later, Good Times remains relevant to blurred culture and finds a rebirth of popularity among mainstream geekdom as 50 years of Black excellence now graces the mecca of Comic-Cons in Gotham City. Now, we all should know this iconic painting by artist Ernie Barnes, The Sugar Shack. Did you know it sold for more than $15 million last year? Now that's dynamite. Your girl had the pleasure of sitting down with the ageless Bernadette Stanis, who played Thelma, the academic daughter of James and Florida Evans, and the sister to her two brothers, JJ and Michael. And speaking of militant Michael, Ralph Carter also joined us for some shenanigans to discuss their New York Comic-Con experience and more. Their energies were on point and the love was real. Honestly, this was a major highlight of the weekend for me. Now check out our BOP exclusive.
What's up, guys? It's your girl, Christi Renee, with the BOP, the BLERD official podcast. And oh my goodness, I am sitting here with two living legends from the iconic show, Good Times, y'all. Bernadette Stanis and Ralph Carter. So honored to sit here and speak with both of you. How has your New York Comic-Con 2023 experience been so far?
Well, for me, it's been awesome because I just love it here. I mean, the people respond to us so well because, you know, we are from New York, and I just love the way everything's set up. It looks so beautiful. You guys did a marvelous job.
I love the experience because we get a chance to meet and bombarded with so much positive energy. We meet so many positive people. It's almost like an avalanche of love.
Yes.
It only happens not just to myself, but to Bernadette as well. So we treat people the way we want to be treated.
That is beautiful. Absolutely. I love that energy. And just talk about your journey with Good Times and just the show being, again, as iconic, and it's a part of people's lives then and now.
Well, for me, it's been awesome to watch it because I see generational people. It's like a generational thing. It's like the grandmother, the mother, the daughter, the granddaughter, little kids. And it's so cute to me that this show in 1974 would last almost 50 years. And I mean, people relate to it of all ages. I mean, that's like a blessing. I mean, what show does that outside of I Love Lucy?
Had people who have had their grandmothers and great-grandmothers who watched Good Times when we did our work in the 1970s. And to experience the emotion that they give us, it touches our hearts and our spirit, because we all belong to humanity. And again, we meet so many wonderful, beautiful people. And I'm glad they embrace us, because Good Times is not a relic. It's still very relevant.
I've experienced people, holding back tears. When they first meet us, sometimes they just hold back tears. I said, I understand. She said, I'm so sorry, I can't cry like that. But it's not, it's the tears because it goes back to when they were little kids and they were sitting there with their mom and dad and they all were watching the show. So it touches emotions on a very deep level.
It looks like you two are close. You have remained close over all these years.
We never stopped being friends, just like we never stopped loving each other.
That's right.
This also includes Jimmy Walker.
Yes.
We've all believed that we have a bond that no one can break.
Nobody.
It belongs exclusively to us.
Yes.
And no one can.
It's amazing because there's a family outside of our family. We are a family forever.
And I'm the bully in the group.
No, you're not. I am.
Oh my God, the energy again is just spectacular. I know that you all have not done a lot on the Comic-Con circuit. Are you looking forward to doing more shows?
Oh, yes, we really are.
We would love to be invited to more.
Yeah,
we are prepared.
Yes.
Well, clearly you have an audience for this still. People appreciate you. We admire you. We honor you. We're giving you flowers now.
Thank you.
And listen, next year makes 50 years. 50 years of Good Times.
Sure does.
What's in the works? Anything big
We got
planned?
a lot of things coming up that people just want to do for us. They just want us to go to Chicago. They want to give us a great big party. They want us to come to Savannah and give us a great big party because we know the mayor, Van Johnson. He better give us a party. And
not only that, we believe that it is our destiny to continue to do this. Comic-Con, it's an awesome experience. I just know for a fact, invite us, we'll come. Invite us and pay us.
That part.
Not that part. Okay. Oh.
I got to pay my rent.
He's a mess. But anyway, I understand what he's saying. But, just the love itself, people love us. And I think that as time goes on, we're even receiving more love than ever because the show is not just an old show, it's an iconic show. And it's like people respect that. The young entertainers that are coming up today, they respect us because they know we must have gone through a lot to still be here in this business. So they give us our respect too.
And we're grateful for the people who do take the time to invite us. We are very grateful. We thank you. Sincerely.
Awesome.
And thank you for inviting us here because it has been a wonderful experience.
And tell the people that you love that we said hello.
And that we love them too. Yeah.
This is so awesome, guys. Thank you so much, Ms. Stannis, Mr. Carter. I appreciate the two of you taking the time to talk with us. It's Christi Renee signing off for the BOP, the BLERD Official Podcast. Thank you, guys.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Somebody get me a slice, a cheese slice from the local pizzeria. For
$1.
For $1. New York is the only place that you can eat. Like, this is literally the only city that you have $3, you can eat well for $3.
Yeah.
Like, you can have a drink, a piece, and there's like a beef patty. You could it is like you can still be broke and eat. And here in LA,
not in the Javits, but
not
in New York.
If you leave.
You gotta leave the Javits, you want to eat cheap now.
Right. Because it literally is the only place. Because in LA, me and my husband always joke, we're you just spend $20 every time you get lunch. Every time, what is this? remember when we were kids and you had $5 and that $5 would last you a whole week? And it's no. Times have changed, but New York, you can still do that. You can walk down the street with $5 and eat well. Eat well. So how did we feel, guys? Did we enjoy ourselves at New York Comic Con? I mean, I know that's a stupid question.
Absolutely. Yes, it was hectic. It was crazy. It was wild. I was tired. I overextended myself. I dehydrated myself, but I loved every minute of it. You just had so much going on. You had to time yourself. Like, oh, wait a minute. I got to get there. I got to make sure that I buy a big old thing of water so I can use a little fountain thing to fill it up so I stay hydrated. If I got some Zagnut bars or something I can put in my bag because these $30 nuggets that they try to sell, but yes, it is a very deliberate experience that you have to plan for. And you have to gird yourself, make sure you're healthy, but it's once a year for a reason. And if you have the opportunity to go, even just for one day, it's definitely worth it.
We got to include you, Hilton. I feel bad because we got to include you in our lunch run. Like, we literally have a person who helps us at our booth, and we had the big Ranger Stop and Pop booth. We do it every year, but this person leaves the Javits and goes and gets us food and then brings it back in because, we have exhibitor badges. We're able to get like we had Asian food one day. We had a deli another day. So
wonderful.
We actually didn't really it was only one day we decided to just eat the food that was there because we were too tired to, or it was too busy for anyone to leave. But you're right. You dehydrate yourself. Your body aches in ways that, oh my God. The only thing my only regret for New York Comic Con is that the three of us did not have dinner. We did no time to break bread. It was like, I felt bad, but then I was like, no, they're busy too. Like, Hilton probably is so busy, but I was like, oh my gosh.
Feed people.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Cause you got a whole crew of people doing the BLERDCon thing. So it's crazy. Yeah. Yes. Well, shout out to our peeps that were at our Ranger Stop and Pop booth. We had, Ty and Izzy, we had Eli, we had Christy, we had Tony. These are the people that come and help us at different cons. They were amazing. Lester, Mikey, Nakia, Kat, me, and Steve. That we were the resident Power Rangers that were there. There was 4 of us. We had so much fun. Christy, congratulations on producing your first episode. Now you've opened up a can of worms, girl, because I'm gonna make you do this.
Well, send you out on assignment.
On assignment.
I will say this. I think that we've got several shows to come because I still have, y'all know I got 60,000 photos and videos in my phone that I need to get out, and half of that is Comic-Con since last year.
I brought her a hard
that
drive,
I've never put out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you gotta get your USB on, get that out.
Yes.
I'm telling you,
well,
it's
it's not just that. It's like taking the time to edit, and then when you're trying to recover, and then by the time you recover, you're on to like 17 other things.
Yes.
And then it's another trip. So it's like that would be an awesome we'll
they've got another big New York show that's coming up that I know Hilton probably is attending, Anime New York. So we're gonna have to probably get you there, and we're gonna have to do it again because you did a great job. Congratulations. Pat yourself on the back, girl.
Toot.
Yeah, you and your co-pilot, your co-producer who was with you, y'all had great energy. And I was like, okay,
both of them.
She was not walking around like she had a blister in her shoe.
Right, like what?
She was marching around.
Listen,
like
they all have blisters in their shoe. One day was my sister, and then the other day was Heaven. So
no, all the days was me. I
all
got
the days
it the very first day.
Yeah. We're talking about your co-pilot. We're sending shout outs to Heaven and Cheryl.
Oh yeah. They were fantastic.
Yeah, New Balance and Naturalizers next time. These are some nice beige shoe.
Stop playing, girl.
Sole.
It's unbelievable.
Little orthopedic, a little prescription, but
I need shoes.
People might think you special when they see you wear it. They start talking to you slow.
In normal life, you got that special shot on. But at Comic-Con,
they might let you on the bus first.
That's what we need to do. No, we had talked about the next booth. The next big idea is that we're selling insoles at Comic-Con. Like, we would make so much money, guys.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Hilton, you coming in on this scheme because insoles and folding chairs, tables.
Just
like that's it.
Look
That's
at any sister Palmerhausen walking with some Stacey Adams on or something like
you need an insole.
You got them shoes from Talbot. You better come on over here. You better come get this nice soft.
Yeah, insoles and folding chairs. This is what the next booth gonna be. Because honey, we about to make $1 million, y'all. $1 million. We'll sell the chairs for $50 instead of $100.
Oh my Lord. Undercut. Yeah, undercut.
Them. We're really gonna get kicked out. No, we're just joking. We're just joking.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
If anyone from the Javits is watching,
right.
We're kidding.
Sorry, not sorry. We've definitely
charged too much now. Good Lord, Jesus.
We're definitely selling insoles next year. So come to Karan Ashley's Collectibles and get your collectible
there it
insole.
Is. Booth number to be determined.
Yes.
Ashley's Collectibles.
Yes. All
what
right.
A great time.
Yes, New York.
Yeah.
All right, guys. That's it. Thank you. Hi, guys. This is Karan Ashley at the BOP, and I am here with Michelangelo. Michelangelo, you're tired. He has had a long Comic-Con, but you know what? He came to hang with me.
Yeah,
he is fighting crime with all the other Power Rangers. We are so excited to meet you, Michelangelo. He said no comment. No comment. Back to you, Christy.
Guys, what's up? It's Christi Renee. Oh my goodness. The BOP is officially shutting down New York Comic Con. We have had a blast here. Again, 4 whole days of just nonstop cosplay, vendors, artists, gaming, just Funko Pop is everywhere. I'm just swimming in it. Power Rangers, it's been everything, all the great things. Oh yeah, and Chris Evans is somewhere breathing the same air that I'm breathing. Anyway, so I am just here to say I have enjoyed my first ever New York Comic Con experience. I am so excited for next year and everything else to come. So thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned for the BOP, all the things that we got. The BLERD official podcast. Oh my God, I'm Comic-Con wasted. I'm tired. Save me.
Tune in every Tuesday for a new episode of the BOP, the BLERD official podcast.